Cobra pumpkin.
Jeremy, you got 2 Starbucks drinks.
Yeah, because you asked me to order it and I did it for you.
Who's the bad man? Who can draw?
Yeah.
You can wear it. Right, here we go. Go to
Oh, you were crying, John?
You don't need to do that. You're going to Harry Potter, you can dress up.
John, go do it. John, do it. Come on.
I'll give somebody $100 to smack the out of you.
I said but I only got $1.
Yeah, you were cheap. It's not my fault.
And with that, what's up, guys? Would it be day 3, 4? What are those days? Going Universal today. Let's go.
Where is it? Ah, damn it! Hey vlog, I gotta pee. 20 out of 10. Really considering pissing in this cup right here.
And we made it to the bathrooms. Who just about peed her pants.
When she said,
I'm sorry, I yelled at you.
when she said she only had to go 5, I was like, are you joking me? I feel so badly. You have to look so badly.
Ooh, let them know you
What are you
made it.
doing?
I made it. Did not pee my pants, guys.
What do you want to take a picture of the purple wall?
No, say. Oh, right. We made it. He said City Walk. Felicia, there's Starbucks if you want more. Felicia's getting herself some donuts. Let's step up your game.
Well,
woman.
I didn't see what it said.
Can I smell?
I got them for you. You wanted them. Oh, okay. This is sweet. I got them
Let me smell.
24. You guys better eat them.
Okay, I'll eat one right now then. Good morning, sir.
Here we go.
How are you today?
Good day.
That's right.
What about my donuts? Can I bring them in?
Oh, by all means. By all
Oh, thank you.
We're trying to finish them. The new extra. That's the globe. I don't know where they went. We'll find them. We're out of security. That's what matters.
Where are they?
No idea.
Danger works, and every time.
There's a puppy over there that wants your attention.
Yeah.
Why? You got a problem that he's sweating that bad already?
I feel bad if he's sweating that bad.
Made it back to Harry Potter. Please respect the spell limits, please. Oh, I forgot my wand, man. I done up.
We're here. Jeremy forgot his wine.
There's the butterbeer right there, but I want the ice cream. A year and a half later, we're back. And we got some butterbeer. Cheers, boo. Cheers, girls. Felicia, cheers.
Transformers on.
Need to Springfield. He's trying to vlog. Need to Springfield.
Donuts, Jeremy.
How much are they? I bought the big pink. Guess how much that was total?
$8.
$8.20.
Right,
So everyone better like it.
Let's go. We grab this table over here.
Let's might as well. We're gonna have to sit down and eat this thing. Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go.
My hat back.
Picture this too.
I thought you brought out a bottle of nail polish you rubbed.
How many of us is there? Me. Here we go.
Okay, we'll eat this now.
Hi, Jeremy.
Thank you. You're welcome. Chrissy, eat a piece or else. What's going on over there? I'm about to blow up.
That's my boy. What?
Yeah. We gotta go this
You
way.
guys want to take photos? Come right over towards this way for me, okay?
Let's take one. Good thing.
1, 2,
Whoa!
beautiful.
Chrissy, you left him hanging, Deidre.
Oh, the high five!
How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the world famous studio tour. Straight ahead, down the
Talk about a view, man. This is is where we're going now. Look at that view, guys.
All right, make sure you pick some up.
Yes, I did.
Or if you don't have a working movie studio, not just but the largest in the entire world. Now, I am not going to be your only tour guide today, and women on a daily basis. We also have our own sheriff's office, our own honorary mayor. We used to have our own DMV. It was the shortest lines in all DMV history. All shot inside Soundstage 12. As you all can see on your screens, you're going to take a peek inside these buildings to see what's going on in the interior, but sound stages are basically giant warehouses that we can transform to look like anything we need them to on the interior. They're about 98% soundproof. That's because the walls in sound stages are heavily padded with something called InstaQuilt, which blocks out about 98% of the sound, which is why, of course. Sound stages 16 and 17 we just passed. We're passing by 21 off to your left. Has a bunch of trailers outside, but at the moment, that's because we are actively filming for a show called Superstore. Inside all three of those sound stages, starring America Ferrera and Ben Feldman. Superstore, if you've never seen it, is a workplace comedy. It centers around a bunch of employees that work for a store called Cloud9, which is like a Walmart or a Target. It's all about the zany adventures they get into there. If you've ever seen Parks and Rec or The Office, you love those two shows. Definitely tune into Superstore and NBC. They're in their 4th season now, and they are doing an awesome job. Yeah. But sound stages 41 and 42 coming up on your right. They are currently where we are shooting a show called Good Girls, which has returned to NBC. It airs Sundays at 10 p.m. starring Christina Hendricks, Retta, and Mae Whitman.
What's up, Ted?
No. Stay in the studio a lot for long periods of time, however long it took for them to shoot their movies. Nowadays, these are offices for some of our hit writers, producers, directors here on our studio lot. This is also a site, if you're an actor, you would come and audition for a lot of our projects, our television shows, our feature films, our commercials, our print jobs, you name it. This is the site we'd audition for us. Very famous directors have their offices here, and speaking of famous directors, we're coming up to a famous bungalow, number 5195. Currently, it is the office, the De Laurentiis company, but there's a small silhouette of a man right next to those numbers. That man is Alfred Hitchcock. That used to be his office. He brought amazing films to the big screen like Psycho, Vertigo, Rear Window, and The Birds, just to name a few. Off to your left are two brand new sound stages. The first one is being used for Will and Grace. So Will and Grace has been back on the air for a little over a year now, and the whole cast is back, and they're doing an awesome job. Deborah Messing, Eric McCormick, Megan Mullally, and Sean Hayes. Airs Thursdays on NBC. Then also there's another soundstage inside of here that's used very frequently for America's Got Talent, hosted by Terry Crews with judges Gabrielle Union, Julianne Hough, Simon Cowell, and Howie Mandel. It's sets because they can double as any set in any metro area. So New York City, Chicago, Gotham City, Baltimore, Maryland, as they work for Hairspray Live. Now we are pulling into what's called our Brownstone Street in particular, which has been featured in Bruce Almighty. Check it out on your screens.
Place the dog!
I'm in the shower!
It's like that. Outside good. It's like that. Outside good.
Okay. Yeah, it's in the other movies too.
I'm going to pause it right here on your screen. So that City Hall building you see off to your left, that is the infamous courthouse from Back to the Future Part 1 and 2. I know it looks different than it did in those films. We did that purposefully. So when filmmakers came to this location and were scouting it out and using it for other projects, people were always able to pick out the courthouse in the background of shots because it was just so recognizable and iconic from those two movies. What we had to do is we had to build a facade right in front of that building, which is just basically a front and side of a building, so the courthouse could be shielded, so that this location could be used for other things. Each street here is a little different. What we're driving down right now is called our New York Street. We call it that because behind you guys is like a Wall Street area. We got a building that looks exactly like 34th Street, Herald Square, Macy's. We also have our own little theater district as well, so we have a couple little theaters peppered amongst some of these buildings here. Now, My co-host Jimmy Fallon is no stranger to New York. He got a start in New York City, so I'm going to kick it over to Jimmy. The newest Fast and Furious movie out in theaters right now, starring Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham. All right, we are leaving the concrete jungle, though. We're going to head to a CGI jungle next. Take side of it. We got some cars from Back to the Future Part 1 and 2, as well as some cars from the Flintstones. We also have a couple cars coming up for the Fast and Furious franchise. One car mixed in from Jurassic World. We got the gyrosphere here, which is pretty cool. We also have a tank coming up on your left from Transformers. Now, I would not take that tank out to battle. I know it looks pretty epic, but it's made entirely out of wood and painted to look like metal. Why do we do that? It's a lot easier to transport that way. And also, you see that it was used for in the film, Decepticons came and had to stomp on some tanks. So that tank had to be completely collapsible, which it is. It's in your incredible score. Oh, watch out, folks. Watch out, they spit. Because we had to dangle it off of a cliff in Costa Rica. Some of the sets from Call of the Wild, the movie that is starring Harrison Ford out here in the back lot. But anytime we have to have a weather effect for movies or TV shows, we can create it ourselves here on the back lot. So we're going to do a little weather demo. We're going to show you how we might make it rain here on our Old Mexico sets. By the way, folks, if you were sitting in a blue seat today, you're going to get wet. Oh, no. Turn down a little bit right now, but this is the fun part. We're making it rain. So we're using a very fancy film technique. It's called a sprinkler system. What we do is we shoot the water straight up. It falls down naturally. It's all connected to a tank at the very top of the hill that recycles that water over and over and over again. So the rain droplets are a bit bigger than they would be in real life, so they show up better on camera. But if they still don't show up on camera, though, all you have to do is put a little powdered milk in there. So it wasn't really singing in the rain, folks. It was actually singing in the milk. Gross, right? For the good place, but it's a very famous part of our backlot. It's that little courtyard area, and we call it that because a lot of really classic monster movies were shot over there, like Frankenstein, Dracula, The Wolfman, The Invisible Man, Bride of Frankenstein, Hunchback of Notre Dame. Off to your left, right behind that brown picket fence, that's a set to a TV show called Home and Family, which is a talk show on the Hallmark Channel. It stars Debbie Matenopoulos and Cameron Matheson, and they do shoot here every Monday through Friday. They are off for right now, but they will be back doing that very, very soon. It's like California tremors that we feel from time to time. It's okay. Okay, nope. We are experiencing an earthquake. Hang on. Left side, watch out, the roof is caving in, watch out.
A bad banana with a greasy black tip.
If you look closely at these sets, though, you can see they look like they're made out of concrete, but they are not. They're made entirely out of styrofoam, chicken wire, and just a little bit of wood to hold them all up. The residents of Whoville had a lot more to worry about, though, than just a Grinch. They lived right next door to Norman Bates from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
watch out, last car. Ooh, that was close. That guy's a psycho. From the end of the tour, we will be returning to the theme.
Gotta say 10 out of 10, would recommend and go again. It was good. And we saw Brent from Superstore. How is that? Now they're going, so we're just gonna get something to eat. So this is the thing now. Go.
Brent's looks really good. Yeah, what do you want?
I bought some. What do you think, Tatiana?
I'm just gonna marry some big basketball player.
Because they don't like me.
Look, I didn't want to say anything, but I think that little girl was a superhero. Did you see her face? She had like a mask or something. It was so cool. Yeah. You think she might be a villain? Oh my goodness, but she seems so nice. That's always how it is though, right? Yeah, exactly. But I don't know, man. I feel like she seems like she might help people and stuff. Yeah. Where you from? Wisconsin? Are you serious? Did you bring me some cheese curds? You ate my cheese curds? Oh man! It's messed up. That's okay. Hey, I heard a rumor that you have this thing that's like a fried cheese curd or something. Is it? So what do they call that? They just call it a cheese curd. And you dip it in ranch, so it's fried, it's cheese, and then you put it in the ranch. Does that come with a health plan? No? No? A colostomy bag? No? Just straight up, wow, man, it's crazy. That is incredible, girl. Yeah, I love that. Makes me happy. What do you do? Daycare. Oh, that's nice. You working with the kids. That's funny because I believe the children are our future. Treat them well. Huh? I believe the children are our future. Treat them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. There you go. Thanks, I appreciate it. And did you want a picture with a donkey? Cool, let me find one. Just kidding. Cheers! Cheers!
One more.
Cheers! Cheers! Thank you, sweetie. Have a great day. I thought love was all. Hey, what's up?
But I got something.
What is your favorite flower? Daisies and tulips. It's beautiful, man. Those are really nice too. I like that choice. That's why, you know, a lot of people say roses and stuff like that, but I like the tulip. Yeah, I agree, girl. I agree with that. That's well played, honey. Where you from? Oh, that's your sister? Oh, that's cool, man. You guys get along pretty well. Yeah. Who do you think the secret to a good relationship is? Yeah, like with your sister. Oh, I see. So just basically pummeling somebody into submission. Okay, that's good to know and terrifying. Yeah, it does work out. Later in life, you're like, oh, I know you were just kidding when you held me down on the ground. I couldn't breathe. Yeah, it just works out. Did you want a picture together? Yeah. Go, girl! Then I saw your face. Cheers! 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 Thank you, sweetie. Have a great day. Ooh, there's something magical.
It sounds like them. Yep, there they are.
We started going up and I was like, ah.
Jamal's face says, what the hell was that?
Oh, did you get it?
Yeah?
Hey, I said Jamal had his head down when we came out. He said he was looking straight at you guys.
All I gotta see, Jamal's face afterwards says, what the hell was that? That was great.
Jamal said he was looking straight up when we came down.
I guess we'll have to look at the footage. Replay the footage right now. Yep. Doug buying that for you?
Heck no,
Oh.
but Jeff said he doesn't love me and I'm gonna buy it.
And they are awesome. They've been so wonderful about embracing us and so supportive that to hear that like that, thank you, honestly. I couldn't ask for better partners, but in all honesty, thank you so much.
Okay, we already did this on Tuesday. As soon as she said Tanika, my daughter walked over to me like, let's go. Here's the update. No new daddy yet, but I'll keep you posted. You can all follow me on my Instagram at Tanika Ray. Thanks. Peace out.
And after a long drive, that is it. See you tomorrow. Share, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and see you later.